Well, hello, sunshine. Welcome back to the energy forecast video. My name is Laura Ashley Abraham, and I am going to be going through and giving you your energy forecast for the next couple of weeks. Before I get into pulling some cards for you so you can know what to expect, I wanted to take a minute and talk about the spirit school that we have coming up. Connie and I, we're going to be doing a course. It's going to be an 8-week course on spirit and talking all about spirit and your intuition and how to connect. We're going to be talking about your clairs and how you receive information, clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient, how you receive your messages and how you can get messages from your angels, from your guides, and from your loved ones on the other side. We're going to break down numbers, and we're going to talk about how they communicate with you, and we're going to also teach you how to do clearings in the course. So that's going to start May 1st. We don't have a sign up yet, but we will. But I did want to just mention it. I know we had talked about it in the last video that we did too. And I know Connie's been mentioning that we've been putting it out on social media, but we don't have a link yet for you to sign up, and we will. And when that's available, we will let you know. It'll go out through email, and it will also be posted on our Facebook page on the Mission Medium Angels. So excited about that. Can't wait. And right now too, we have a full moon, which I know things are really crazy. Energy wise, it seems like I'm a broken record and I keep saying that, but it is really true. There's a lot of energy that is intense right now. So if you're feeling off, it's very important for you to find ways for you to ground, and also to, really not get caught up in all the drama. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot going on in the world. And I'm just going to tell you, things are going to get more and more intense. So I'm sorry to tell you that, but it is true. So it's going to be very important for you to find ways to ground. When I say that, I mean finding your center, finding balance, going within, not looking for external sources to give you the sense of peace that you're looking for. You want that peace to come from within. And that means really a lot of self-care, a lot of self-love, making sure that you're taking care of yourself by resting, and really doing a lot of inner work. And that's going to look different for everybody. So in this, kind of transitional period that we have going on in the next few weeks, I want you again to be thinking about, what can I do for myself? How can I bring in, more joy and more peace, and not get swept up in all of the drama and the things that are going on, maybe outside in the world or in your family or with your friends, because we have this new moon, which is bringing in the energy of what needs to be revealed, what needs to be shown. But it's in Aries, and Aries is very dramatic, and Aries can be very forthcoming. Like it can be more of an intense energy. And with a full moon in that sign, it's going to be sometimes dramatic, or it's going to be like very reactionary. And so if that is going on, if you are noticing that, or if you are having, more intense feelings, more intense emotions, there's nothing wrong. It's bringing things to the surface, because that you need to look at them and things need to change. So there's a lot of change happening, and a lot of the energy of what is working and what isn't working. How can you get what you are looking for in some aspects, and then what are the necessary changes that you need to make in order to make that a reality, basically. And then this is also a time too for life purpose. There's a lot of life purpose energy that's coming up right now. So you may be questioning, what is my life purpose? What do I want to do? And if you don't know, just take the time to figure it out. Ask for signs, ask for guidance, ask for clarity. And in our spirit school that we're going to be doing, we'll be helping you to be able to actually tune into that and get more of a direction, or how you can utilize your intuition to find things that really do bring you joy, find things that might be more in alignment with your soul, or what feels like maybe it might be a new path, because I'm actually being shown a new path or a new direction. And even if you don't know what direction you want to go in, that's okay, because you just take those little steps. You can do something creative or maybe help somebody, and that's going to lead you more down the road of your life purpose. Because sometimes we don't know what our life purpose is, and your life purpose is really truly where you are right now. And it can be about helping people. A lot of us, earth angels, we want to help people, and we want to find ways to do good in the world, which is a great thing. And that's what we all should be doing. The more that, we're helping other people, it's going to make the world a better place. So we do want to give, but you also want to be making sure you're tuning into yourself and you're taking care of yourself. So giving yourself lots and lots of self-love, so that your cup is full and you're not coming from a place of being depleted. You're coming from a place of being full and you're just giving extra out to the world. Then you're going to feel good about being able to do that, or giving that energy out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards and just kind of see what it looks like for the next couple of weeks, energy wise. And let's see what can you expect for the next couple of weeks? Ooh, okay. Sorry, guys. I have to say, I was saying that too. Very interesting. All right. I'm just kind of taking a look to see what the cards are showing me. So I know we have Easter coming up, and one thing I'm being told to tell you is they're bringing forward this time of spending time with family. And I'm hearing it's almost this feeling of don't overdo it type of a thing and enjoy the moment. I'm also hearing finding ways to bring in more joy into your life, like even in little ways. I was actually doing this funny thing with my sister. My niece was over this past week, and I was able to play, and we were having fun and stuff. And she's 6 years old, and me and my daughter, who is my oldest daughter, one of my daughters, she is 26, and we were playing with my niece, who is 6 years old, and we were playing with Play-Doh, and she had brought some toys. And one of the toys she had brought was, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Munchie cheese. This was a toy that my sister and I had when we were little. And this is my little Munchie cheese. Munchie Chi, oh, so soft and cuddly. I don't know if you remember that song, but I was cracking up. So what I did is I sent this video to my sister, because my niece left this Munchie Chi here. And my sister loves this little Munchie Chi doll. So anyways, I sent a video, and I was like saying, you left Munchie Chi and you're not getting it back, to my sister, like, don't know what you're talking about. So I hid it in my shirt. It was so funny. So then she ended up sending me a video how she hid Lachlan, my niece, under a blanket. She's like, you're not going to see Lachlan if I don't get my Munchie Chi back. So it was just us being silly, with my niece, and kind of joking around. But the point is finding ways to bring in joy and bring in laughter as much as possible, because there is a lot of intense energy right now. There's a lot of shifting happening in our world, and in our, the globally, but also in our own personal lives. There's a lot of changes. There's a lot of dynamic changes, and a lot of drastic endings. I haven't heard that before. They're saying drastic endings. And so we're going to see more and more changes in the world, and in our own personal lives. And these are very important for us to be able to embrace and not to be afraid of the change. That's part of the message that I'm hearing to tell you is don't be afraid of the changes that are happening. Embrace the changes, trust and know that these are happening to help you in some way, even if you don't understand it at the moment. And again, job changes, relationship changes, and finding this, what you're working toward is finding a space in your life where you feel comfortable, where you feel safe, where you feel happy. And in order to get there, it may take a little bit of transitional time, is what they're showing me too, is some transition. And the part of that transition is about, again, you going within and you doing your inner work and not looking for outside, what's happening on the outside to bring you peace. You want to find that peace within. So, and that's a lot of what the cards are showing me as well. So the first card, this is in the past position, is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is where you feel like this is like kind of a drama card. This is kind of like, I feel really sad. I'm really upset. I've got a lot going on. I don't feel good. I've been hurt. I have been upset about something. That's sort of like the feeling of this card. Like things are not working out the way that I thought that they were going to, or the way that I wanted them to. So there must be, a situation that's happening that is making you feel that way or bringing that energy forward. Then the next card is the Five of Wands, which is reversed. Five of Wands is a card about, this is like a argument. There's some type of an argument that was bringing you upset, right? So wherever that argument comes in your relationship, at a job, a personal, family issue, some type of a relationship, there was an argument. Well, the card is reversed. So that means you're moving out of that, you're moving out of the energy of the argument, but it is impacting and it is affecting you. And it's about how do I work through or navigate this issue where I'm feeling like I'm not being heard and I'm feeling like nothing that I'm saying is making a difference, or it's not changing the energy of this. And it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It's just, that's the energy that's happening right now. It's kind of like almost having to be or sit in this energy of upset and being okay with either the situation, how it is, because it's like you don't have all the pieces yet and everything hasn't happened yet for the situation to resolve. So it's more about you doing inner work is what I keep being shown. All the cards are showing me you're doing inner work right now. You're working on healing this relationship. You're working on healing yourself, and you're working on not letting the outside influences affect you and take away your peace. The center card is the Eight of Pentacles, which is about learning something new. It's about learning about whatever that is important to you. It could be a course. It could be the manifesting course that we just wrapped up too, because this is a financial piece, a financial card. And it may be, I want to create something or I want to do something, but this is impacting you in a financial way. The relationship or the argument or the discontent that you're feeling, there's an aspect of you needing to really do some of the work, and really, again, go within to find, because they're bringing forward finding your inner peace. So again, a course, some type of course, manifesting course, some type of reading a book, doing some kind of research is really important for you to be able to navigate through this relationship. I feel like this is very much like a more like a deeper issue, something that's been kind of happening or going on for a while, that with the argument, that it's like you keep coming back to it. It's almost like this thing that keeps coming back. And it's like, how do I make progress through it? Because I keep having to redo this over and over and over again. but what you're doing, you're going to be shifting the energy of it. And so that's why I'm feeling like we've got the next card is the moon card, which is the karma card. This is about, there is karma that's involved with this situation. And it's not just your karma, it's the other person or the either a job or the person that where this is an issue. This is reversed too. So the karma is in the reverse position is like showing me that you're working on changing this, you're working on shifting the energy of it, and it's going to be different than it has been in the past, but it may be kind of scary for a little bit. It's like, I don't know how to work through this issue, I don't know how to navigate it, I don't know how to change it or make it better. And that may be the feeling of, I might have to retreat. I'm going to have to take some time to work through this issue before I really know what I need to do about it. Because you, in some ways, don't have all the answers. You don't have all the information. Then the next card is the Four of Pentacles. Upright, it's actually reversed. Upright, it represents somebody who's holding on to money, somebody who is not willing to spend money and is being very constricted, feeling like you don't want to spend money. It's reversed. So there's going to be some type of energy that comes forward that may affect you financially. Don't be afraid of that. To me, again, because it's next to the karma card, it's showing me that there is some karma that's involved with this. And this feels more global financially too, where we may all be affected financially because of the things that are going on in the world. But knowing your worth and your value, and knowing that you don't have to, don't get drawn into the fear of what that means. Let go of the fear, trust that everything's going to work out the way that it needs to and the way that it's supposed to. And what I'm hearing to tell you as well is to kind of like hold tight. So you may need to kind of hold on to your money for right now. And you may need to be a little bit more restrictive with it. And that could be a good thing. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It means, you know what, I don't really know what's happening in the world. I don't really know what's happening or going to happen, with the market and the houses and the housing market and everything. Just hold tight, almost like hold tight. And I actually heard those words today or yesterday, hold tight. But don't get caught up in the fear that's connected with that too. So you want to make sure that you're okay. What I'm hearing is having something in reserve, right? Having some money set aside, having a little bit extra so that if there is a situation in the world, just knowing that you're going to be okay. Things are going to get figured out. And you might not, again, have all the answers or know exactly what's going to happen, but don't get caught up in the fear. That's pretty much the message today. Now, the next several cards I want to go through too, because these are overall cards that are connected with what I was just saying for the next couple of weeks. We've got the Nine of Wands, which is about defending yourself and protecting yourself. So that's kind of where the energy is like, but the card is reversed. So you may feel like you're more vulnerable. You may feel like you're not able to really protect yourself, or you may feel like you are being threatened in some way. And again, it doesn't mean that it's a physical threat, but you may just feel that vulnerable feeling. Then I have next to that is the Ten of Swords, which this is feeling stabbed in the back. This is like feeling like things are, something's happening that's being like taken from you, or you feel like your, all of your hard work is not getting you where you want to go. And the next card is the Hermit card, which is again going within, doing some inner soul work. And then the next card is the King of Pentacles. So to me, like those cards are really showing me I have a situation where I may be feeling more vulnerable or feeling like I'm trying to protect myself, but I don't necessarily feel like I'm being understood. I keep hearing the word misunderstood. I'm hearing that there's some type of betrayal, or feel the feeling of being betrayed in some way. And then that's where the going within, the hermit card kind of comes in. And it's like, you need to really take a look at this situation and recognize that you have control over how you feel. And even if things are happening outside of you in the world, or even in your inner circle, within your family, where you feel like somebody's not understanding you, or you feel like there's some type of argument. It's really about taking a look at, how do I handle this? How am I going to deal with this? And what is my piece and my part in it? Because you always have the option on how you're going to choose to feel about what's really going on. And other people are going to make decisions, and they're going to respond and react the way that they feel that they need to respond and react. And you have no control over what other people do, but you do have control over how you feel about the situation, whether it's in the outside world, or again, within your inner circle. And the King of Pentacles, as the last card that I pulled, to me, that represents some type of either a father figure, or it can be connected with government, something to do with financial. So there's a piece where somebody has some type of control, or is impacting you in a financial way, where you may feel like you don't have control. And but to me, it's a positive card. So it's like, it's okay. Thank you. They just said to pull another. Yeah, because we've got the male energy. So we've in the world, again, there may be some things that are going on that are going to affect you financially. What I'm hearing to tell you is to not let yourself get caught up in that. Don't worry about that. Have some financial money set aside for yourself. Trust in the process, because I am hearing to trust in the process. And then the next card that I pulled is the King of Swords. So it's like, and it was reversed. That's about your thoughts, not getting caught up in the fear, not letting your thoughts take you, down that road of fear. You have the ability to choose the way that you're thinking and you're feeling, and bring yourself back again to grounding. Do some of the inner work that you need to be doing right now, going within, and finding ways to bring in more peace and more happiness and more joy. There are going to be a lot of emotions. There's going to be some emotional upheaval, because I just pulled the Page of Cups, and this is reversed too. So there's something where there's like some major emotions that may come up, where you kind of feel overwhelmed, or you feel like I'm being there's almost this feeling of being taken down this road, and it's like all of my emotions are sort of like overwhelming me, and I'm not really sure how I feel about this, and I don't know how to kind of getting caught up or swept up in the emotion. That's the feeling. And what your guides are saying is, make yourself a priority of, what can I do to be centered and grounded, and find peace. And even when you have issues going on with your family, or even when there are things in the world which feels unsettling, it's like this feeling of being unsettled. I don't really know how I'm going to respond, or what I'm going to do, or what's going to happen in the world type of a feeling. Don't let yourself go down that road of, oh my goodness. It's like, no, I'm going to bring myself back to here, back to center. And I'm going to take it, step by step, and do what I can in this moment, and not let the outside influences really take me down, or affect me, and take away my peace. Basically, you don't want to let other people or other situations take away your peace. And what I'm hearing to tell you too is, like, give yourself opportunities and time to Okay, thank you. They're bringing forward. Okay, thank you. They just said worrying about things for the future. Like there may be this feeling with what's going on in the world too. I don't know about my future, or I don't know if my future is safe. I don't know how to feel, how everything is going to affect me that's happening. It feels out of control again, or feeling overwhelmed. You have the ability to connect with your angels and your guides and to ask them for help in any moment at all times. And they always will, and they always are. So having that trust and that knowing that they're going to be there for you, that they're going to answer your prayers, answer, in their way, where they may show you signs through animals. They're going to bring forward messages for you. So be aware of that and kind of be looking for those messages. And then what I'm hearing also is, to find ways again to bring in more peace. It might be going for a walk. It may be taking a bath, or even talking about what's happening. You may want to reach out to somebody that you feel close to, that you can kind of say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. Ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Connie's always available. I'm available for readings too. If you feel like you're just overwhelmed and you just can't handle this situation, or you can't see through it. Excuse me. A lot of times we have a blind spot when it comes to ourselves, and we can't see through what's really going on. And that may be where somebody else can kind of step in and say, hey, you know what, this is what I'm seeing, and this is where you need to put your energy and your attention and your focus on this. So for right now, again, it may be you're learning something, you're needing to really, because I keep being drawn to this card, the learning card, learning more about either spirituality, learning more about your guides, learning about yourself too, and how you respond, and wanting to maybe potentially respond to the situation in a different way than you have before in the past. That's really what you're working on right now energetically, is what I'm being shown to. So hopefully that is helpful for the next couple of weeks. It's feels to me a little bit more like for the next month or so, this energy too, because there was a lot in this. This one felt a little bit more detailed, but I'm also going to pull another card. Okay, from this deck. And I just heard too, we all have the potential, no matter what's going on, to bring in, to manifest, okay, to manifest what you need or what you want. You want to get into the feeling of what it feels like to have whatever it is that you want to manifest and create. So if you're looking to create money, you don't want to be in the energy and the vibration of being afraid. Okay. You don't want to be in the energy of being fearful that it being taken away. So what would be the opposite of that? Being excited and being happy and like feeling, ooh, I have all this money that's coming to me, or I have all of this abundance, and oh, this feels really exciting and happy, or whatever. And it's interesting too, because the clock, when I'm recording this right now, it's 1:11. Now, that right there shows me and tells me that this is an important piece to your message today. When we see 11:11, 1:11, it has to do with your thoughts and your thinking. And I was just saying that's where you want to put your energy and your thoughts and your feelings into what you want, not what you don't want. So making sure that you are focusing your attention on how you want things to turn out, how you want to feel, not on what you don't want. Okay. And so the card that I pulled to, this is from the Angels of Abundance deck. This is Bountiful Nature. So this is letting you know that you really do need to get outside. You need to do some grounding, being outside in nature, putting your feet in the grass. I know it's a little bit cold in Michigan, but making that a priority. Hopefully things are going to warm up a little bit here and you'll be able to get outside more. And what it does is it recharges you. Okay. It recharges your energy. It recharges your battery. You can release negative energy out through your feet into the earth, and it replenishes you, and it clears your energy field. It's a very easy way for you to feel back to yourself and feel like you have basically cleared your energy field. It's a really great way to do it. It's very simple. Getting outside in nature, spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or a hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. And that's going to help you to feel connected to all that is, because we are connected to all that is. And we are a part of source energy, and we can manifest and we can create what we want to create. So even if there are times like this where it's temporary and there's like something major going on out in the world and it feels like things are out of control, they're really not. Everything is happening for a reason. And it's always happening to help us to move things in a positive direction. But it may feel chaotic at times. It may feel like you don't have any control, but you always have control about how you feel. It's your choice, your choosing, no matter what somebody else is doing to you. I was just doing a reading for somebody and I said this, and being very surprised by that, that thought of, okay, well, if somebody's saying something to me and I'm reacting to that, they said it, they were hurtful or whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what somebody else is doing. It matters how you're responding and how you feel. And you always have a choice in how you're going to respond and how you're going to feel about it. But you want to allow yourself the time you can be upset. That's okay. That doesn't mean you're not being spiritual. You don't want to bury or cover up those feelings. You want to honor and acknowledge those feelings. And if you are in a situation where you're continually around somebody who is making you feel bad, who is upsetting you, where it's like they're draining your energy, you don't do it. You don't want to be putting yourself continually in that situation. You want to remove yourself, and you want to find ways to remove yourself from that person, that situation. And the longer that you stay in a situation like that, the more time it is that you're wasting your energy and that it's going to take for you to recover from it. So I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why they're bringing that forward, but there's obviously a reason for it. We deserve to be happy. We deserve to be around people and in situations that are giving, or let's not the word giving, but we deserve to be in situations and with people where there's a give and take. Okay. So there's a reciprocal energy and a flow, and it should feel good the majority of the time. And if it's not feeling good, then you need to reevaluate the situation, person, the relationship, and do something about it, and take the time to think about, what do I want to do about this? That's what I'm hearing to tell you to. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully this energy forecast video has been helpful. Please let me know. And I am sending you lots and lots of love. And I hope that you have a wonderful Easter, and I'll let you know in Spirit School when registration begins. All right. So take care. Sending lots of love. Mwah. Bye-bye. Have a great day and a great Easter and a great couple of weeks. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks.